Well, here we go. Brazil against Argentina. Surely the most seismic footballing conflict in the Southern Hemisphere. Strap in for the ultimate game of one-upmanship, where everything matters so much. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. Well, it is not often that an international fixture so transfixes the whole of world football, but that is the case here. It is indeed a very, very special occasion.
Well, the one thing that can be said is that there really is little
shapes to shoot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that really is so impressive.
Convertido en el minuto 3. Número 10. Messi.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Messi. There he goes. Messi! And it's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Closing in on goal. Goes for a shot! Ederson.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Messi. Ederson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Messi. Messi. Oh, that's nice. They're urging him to shoot. And claimed it back swiftly. And Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Argentina with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Argentina look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Baku. Shifted it to the flank. Messi could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third. And the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running.
Otamendi making good progress on the right-hand side. Molina. Now it's Messi. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good, strong midfield running here. Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi. This is promising. Played out to the left flank. Ederson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Messi! Joelinton. Joao Pedro.
Almada really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Tagliafico. Barco gets a foot in here. Barco, good purposeful running this. No, he refuses to take the bait. Messi. Messi. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Neymar. Well read, nice interception. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's the end of the first 45. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Argentina looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Y aquí están, den la bienvenida a los jugadores.
Away we go again. Marquinhos. Nicely weighted ball. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's picked his way through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's tidy. And Messi! And again! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Argentina find a position of real strength now. That's good play.
Martinez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He is through here. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. That's very neat. And he's cut it out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Linton. Now it's João Pedro.
Oh, great feat that.
And he's got away from him. And this is Neymar. Tagliafico wins the duel this time. Simeone. That is good progress on the left. Messi needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much...
Shot at goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's gone backward here. And the finish! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Argentina are having a ball here.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Rafinha picks it up out wide. That'll be a throw. Space for him to turn and look. Rafinha is flagged offside. Otamendi. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Not the most accurate pass. This looks promising. Now it's Martinez. Almada. Is there any support? He shoots! And that's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And now he has two. Argentina are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Número 22.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Martinez. Now it's Simeone. Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Molina. Lovely bit of skill. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Cambio.
Argentina have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Almada. Tagliafico. There's the crossfield ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Well timed, excellent interception. Marquinhos.
Se van a jugar 4
And it's
minutos de
Guimaraes.
compensación.
4 extra minutes added on. And it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. And that could well leave a mark. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Here's the header! And that's past the post. And a chance! And there's a goal! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific, the other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Martinez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
Argentina really were great today.